Hello, welcome. First edition of the new Rock Around the Clock Live. It's been a while. I think it's been, crikey, about 18 months or more. It was 2020 when I first launched Rock Around the Clock. Initially, it was a pre-record, put a load of time in every day, and it got kind of too much, so I canned it. But it's back and it's live, and every day, I've been streaming every day for a little while anyway, but I thought it was time to bring Rock Around the Clock back and put my little face at the front of the gaming and do some news and stuff. Now, every day is a tall order for Stadia news. I mean, crikey, it's difficult when we do it once a week at the Stadia Rokk Show, but we'll do it. We'll find some, even if it's just a couple of minutes, just to, keep abreast of stuff, and then we'll close out and go and play a couple of games or a game or a summit. We'll see how it all goes. I hope you're well. I am going to, what we're going to basically do, oh look, there's John, there he is. Bonjour, buongiorno, and bonsoir. How are you, my friend? We have Dre in the house. Good to see you, Dre. Yo. We have my daughter on the phone. I can't take it, I'm afraid. You're going to have to go away. Just hopping in very fast as I need to get my, Get my swimming pool. There he is, my kids in that swimming pool. I'm trying to stop this, it ain't happening. There we go, that's got it. Brilliant stuff. Thank you guys, thanks for popping in. Now I know it's, we're right in the middle of a very important event, which we'll cover off in a second. It's big news. And Dre's dropped a little bit of news item in there. I've got it all covered, my friend. We will be doing that one, don't you worry. We'll get there in a second. So every day, I'm going to visit a couple of sites that I usually use for news. We'll do it all live. So if there's breaking news on the day, we'll cover it off. If there ain't, then we're going to move straight over to the game. So you're not going to lose. It's all good. So let's go without further haste and undue rest to the news screen where we can pick up some news. In fact, first thing we do is have a look at the old community blog, because I know it's not Tuesday and I know it's the domain of Stadia Rokk Show, but very, very occasionally, you guys know, they do post the odd snippet around this kind of time. So I thought, well, the first thing we're going to do is have a little look. As you can see, nothing going on there, so we'll swiftly move across. I do actually have some news that I haven't seen anywhere else yet, thanks to my good friend John Scar, who has his ear to the ground as always. Hey Steve, how are you? Newly minted. Oh, look at you on your paddleboard. Newly minted Team Rock. Great to see you, my friend, and great to have you on Team Rock as well. Stuart, another fantastic Team Rock member with his great big bulging inquisitive eyes. Great to see you, my friend. Agnello's Gambato. What a beautiful name. Hi all. Thank you very much indeed. Great to see you guys as well. So we'll move along from Stadia. We'll get ourselves over to the big news of the last 24 hours. Of course, it's the Stadia 1000 event. Started on August the 15th, which, as you may remember, is today. But when it started, it wasn't. I think it was really early in the morning for me. It just happened that I woke up at about 2:30 this morning and watched an hour or so. But it's a great little event. It's been organised by the guys over at Stadia Dosage. So that, as you probably know, is Jack to Slip and MM2K, with the helping hand of John Scar and Clive Illenden. It's a 24-hour gig, obviously celebrating the fact that Stadia has just reached its 1000th anniversary. That's 1000 days old. I don't know, I haven't done the maths on what it'll actually be on November 19th. Seems as a few months down the road, but it's got to be another, 369, 90, maybe 100, maybe 1,000, maybe 1,100 or 1,200 days or something like that. Google Stadia is turning 1,000 days old, that is, it says. On August the 15th, that's 1,000 days of defying critics, they're not bitter, of gaming on multiple screens, of feature rollouts and game editions, AAAs to indies, of playing on the go, of connecting with friends and family, and of community discovery. We love to celebrate milestones. Actually, as a community, we love to celebrate milestones, don't we? There have been I mean, I've been creating Stadia content for 900 and something days because I started not that far behind the launch. I think I planned to go live around Christmas, about a month after it launched, and then toyed with it and built the courage up and finally did it at the end of January. Martinez, how are you, my friend? Welcome, and thank you as well for joining Team Rock. It's really cool of you. Do you know, I've just realised, guys, did I do the intro? I went straight to the welcome screen, didn't I? I completely blew it on the first day. I'm going to play it because it took me ages to do it. What an idiot. Right, I'm going to play. This is 1 minute. Just wait 1 minute, guys. We'll get this out of the way. And then I feel like I've got back on track. Okay, here it comes. Welcome to Rock Around the Clock, Google Stadia news and gameplay live at the same time every day, Monday to Friday. Every day we check out the latest Stadia news across the internet live, closing with Stadia gameplay and chat with your host Rock and occasional guests. But first, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out on the latest Stadia news. If you'd like to support my content, please consider joining Team Rock by hitting the join button on this page. There we go. I'm back on track. I feel so more relaxed now. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go, says Purple Haze. How are you, Perp? Thanks for popping in. Great to see you. Martin's in the house as well. He just got home from work. Yeah, must be, Martin, you're Norway. So it's about, what, 10 past 6 up a little bit north from where I am. Already exist. All these people, all these fantastic people popping in. Rock always has a quality intro. Thank you, my friend. That one, it's actually, I did it for the original Rock Around the Clock, but I've just brought it up to date and added some new voiceovers and stuff. So it's all cool. Now then, so the big news, as I said just a second ago, before I rudely interrupted myself, is that, Rooster, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Really appreciate your very kind thoughts. Stadia 1000. So many people have been taking part and it's still going. And I feel really rude because I plan to launch today and I'm right in the middle of the event. And I'm actually, I think, over the top of InLead, who's a hero of mine. And I feel like a heel. So anyway, let's run through the schedule, or the schedule, whichever way, whatever works for you. Some of these obviously have already been. So at 9 p.m, and this was Eastern. So this was about 2 o'clock in the morning for me, and I actually woke up. I caught the end of the show. So Ryzak was doing his amazing quiz show with, let me see if I get this right, Ninja Guy X, who I keep calling Ginger Guy X. I don't know why, but it kind of works for me. And InLead and William, Stadia Pro Gaming. If you haven't seen it, I won't tell you who wins, and no spoilers, but it was really, really good. It's great to see that show come back as well. It does it as a special now, which just really works because it's like a treat, something that you can really get your teeth into. So absolutely superb. Then the two fellas, my two great friends from Canada, Chat Stadia. Ricardo is a Team Rock member as well, so it's great to be able to support them. Most of the time their show goes out a little bit late for me, but it was fantastic to be able to jump in and get loads of Destiny news as well. I'm so behind on that stuff. And then Bjorn jumps in. No, not Bjorn, beg your pardon. That's Dad Plays Games. Cloud Gaming Dad, who is Joe. I beg your pardon, Joe, because I watched your show as well. Some great merch. He was getting some sales as well, which is awesome. He was talking about how he actually makes a decent pop from his merch. He's actually got a separate show, which is really cool. And then, of course, we had And Now Your Mama Knows. And he was challenging all comers to Fast and Furious. I think he may have got his hat handed to him a couple of times. I think Jack and I'm trying to think who else. There's a couple of guys that certainly beat him. And then Ray the Gaming Cyborg made a welcome return, bless him, from his COVID nastiness. I think he's still testing negative as well, which is a real shame. True Gaming Man, thank you for popping in. You awesome as well, buddy. Alex Barazza. Stadia 1000, congrats. Lovely family. Love the family share. Yeah, isn't it amazing? This is what Stadia is all about. It really is. I've said it a million times. The platform I love, the platform I hold in huge, high esteem. I'm passionate about cloud gaming. I think Stadia just leads the pack in terms of friction-free innovation. But the real reason that I do this stuff, that I turn this content out on a daily basis, is because of the community, the support that I get, the love that you guys share. It just blows me away all the time. Geek to Sneak, another Stadia Rokk. Well, it used to be called that, you see, Rokk Show, Team Rock member. Huh? How you doing, my friend? Ayo! Victor, good to see you too, buddy. And Al Davis, Al Code Z on Twitter, has just done me an absolutely amazing, unique piece of music for my new show, which is launching on Thursday evening. Maybe we may cover that off later. We'll see. It's not exactly Stadia news. But anyway, he is an absolute diamond. Who else did we get? We got to Ray with his COVID, bless him, and then Jack himself. And I by this point I had fallen asleep. So I'm sorry, Jack. I really don't know what you did, but I'm sure that it was a really fun family view. Windstar. Now, actually, I did catch Windstar. I must have woken up by this point. I caught the very end of Windstar. Great guy. I missed Pedder, sadly. Pedder, not greedy, had two chunks and 2 bites of the cherry. But I know he was doing kind of random Stadia games, chat were requesting games. And then our good old friend Ginger Guy, so he kicked in at 6 a.m. in the east. Amun Ra, new one to me, fantastic name, of course, that's one of the Egyptian gods, if I remember rightly. N7 Spectres. I know that there was a big push when I spoke to John about the event originally. He was saying they were really trying to involve lots of the different global Stadia streamers, because there are some massive channels out there that are non-English speaking with vast amounts of followers. And it's really worth watching them. For the gameplay alone, they just blow my socks off. But most people do, in honesty. We had Lo-Fi Monk. Great, brilliant Lo-Fi Monk. Scooterama. Great to see Scooter on there. Star Fox Gaming, YouTube. In lead, who I think is kind of now. I'm so sorry, my friend. I really am. And then MM2K at 1. But, feel free to flip between the pair of us. It's absolutely fine. Stadia France at 2 o'clock, which will be, let's get this right, 5, 6, 7 p.m. UK, 8 p.m. Europe. Then at 9 p.m. UK, 10 p.m. Europe, Bood Vol People. Apologies if I got that wrong. Another new one to me. And then, of course, good old Englishman himself, Comrade Papa Bear Gaming, kicking in later this evening, followed by the legend that is Mr. Clive Illenden, I'm assuming. So that's going out at his normal show time for a Monday. He was on vacation last week. I assume he's going to be doing a special edition of his usual amazing content. And, of course, as an organizer of the 1000 event. I'm sure he's got some great content there, so make sure you watch that. Followed by my very good friend, and I genuinely mean that, John Four Scars Gaming. Whatever he does is class, so I'm going to hope I will drop in. That'll be about 11 p.m. my time. 7 p.m. Eastern, we have Dead Drop Studios. Now that's a treat. If I forget off the top of my head because I'm useless, I can open that up in a separate link. But I'm trying to remember what they do. Yes, they are, let me see, streaming lots. Yes, so Resident Evil. These are the guys that are doing the new game, isn't it? Outbreak, Shades of Horror. Yes, that's the fellas. Which is coming to Stadia. It's in the... Do you remember they put a little tester out recently? I'm flipping you about all over the place here. Sorry about that. Let me take you back to the event. There we go. All good. Jordan, good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for popping in. on this inaugural reboot of the Rock Around the Clock show. Just to remind you, I'm looking to do this every single day. As I said at the outset, yeah, some days we'll have some news and some days we won't. Of course, the one exception will be tomorrow when it's Stadia Rokk Show, and that ain't changing. Little hint, we gave a $70 game away last Tuesday. Massive, massive uptake. I had about 25 people going in for that one. Might be another giveaway tomorrow. Might be. So watch the show and be prepared, because you know how it works now. I drop a little word or a little clue in the show. You've got to watch it. Go and do all the other stuff, like the video, drop a comment, sub if you don't, follow my Twitter, DM me the answers. I will double check that you've done all those other things. Then you go on the wheel, and at the end of the week, I spin that wheel and you win the prize. And I won't tell you what the prize is going to be till tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Who else do we have after that? That's amazing. So that's coming up tonight. That's going to be, I think I'm right in saying midnight, 1 a.m. over here in Europe. And then my great friend Jeff, my compadre of the chronological order, Jeff and Clive and I are all of a similar vintage. And he will be doing one of his irreverent, probably retro game, knowing Jeff, but you can never tell. He's very eclectic when it comes to gameplay. Followed swiftly by William, Stadia Pro Gaming. What an another massive friend of mine. And, you know, the thing with all of these guys that I do content with, they are just as amazing behind the scenes as they are in front. Otherwise, I wouldn't work with them. You know, I'm a massive believer in honesty and loyalty and trust. And I like people to get on the front, in front of the camera, what you get behind the camera. And those guys are amazing. And William's amazing, and he's an amazing life story as well. And then Chariot Man Gaming. I love what this guy does. He's like me. He's so positive. He's so ebullient. He absolutely has a zest for life. Sadly, I tend to miss a lot of what Chariot does because of timing. But whenever he's on, I always make a beeline for his channel. It's amazing content. Sorry, let's get rid of Jordan there. Stadia in at 11 p.m. Eastern, so that's coming into the early morning of Europe there, followed by Foremost GG, and then of course good old Squids with his deeply satisfying voice. And Ron is here for the tacos. Well, you're in luck, my friend. I'm sending them massive tacos full of beans and spices and chili meat coming over to you with some pickles virtually. There he goes. Sean Morgan is kicking in just after Squids, Mugen Live, and Vernificus following up and closing the day. Do you know what's amazing is so many of these guys are Team Rock members, and that really warms the cockles of my heart to see so many people supporting what I do. Thank you guys so much. So that's coming up. That's been going on. I really am kind of feeling a bit of a heel being right in the middle of this. The 5 p.m. my time slot had already been taken. And I really wanted to launch this the same time every day. But I appreciate if you guys want to go and show support. That's absolutely fine. You know where I am if you want to come back. Okay, next up on Stadia Dosage, this is fairly breaking. Republique is now free to enjoy on Stadia as of today. So I think this was a pro game. And we're seeing a bit of a pattern here with Stadia, that the games that have already been made, pro games, are being widened out free to play to non-pro members, which is interesting. That's obviously after a fashion. It's quite a long time down the road since these games were released to pro. And of course, you don't get the same benefits. You don't get the 4K, you don't get the 5.1, etc. But it is actually a really good game. This is one of those games. It's a stealth game. It's pure stealth. You're inside a kind of a building, a plant, and you have to kind of find your way to the exit without getting spotted. But it's really good fun. So let's just read what the guys at Stadia Dosage are saying here. Stadia is always adding ways to enjoy the platform without spending money, and today we have noticed that stealth action game Republique from developers Camouflage is now listed as free to play. This is part of the studio the Camouflage Studio celebrating their 10-year anniversary. So there you go, lots of anniversaries kicking around. Released on Stadia in September 2020, so just under a year before Stadia launched. Republique has been a part of the Stadia Pro lineup previously, as we just said, but if you didn't catch it, now's your chance to enjoy it for free. The game was previously listed at $10 and has a Metacritic score of 72, 7 out of 10 on Steam, so there's some consistency there. This is a nice addition to have to the free-to-play section. Yep, absolutely. It takes around 15 hours to complete. I haven't completed it. And Al Davis is pointing out that it is free on other platforms too. He's got it on iOS just now. All in-app purchases are free too. That's good. And that's good to see some consistency, Al, as well. Even if that's the reason that it's free, it's great that, that Stadia are thinking ahead about the optics on something like that. I'd like to see that be the case elsewhere. Of course, they can't really, if there's a deal, if Microsoft, if Xbox have a deal with a game and they're paying the developers to give their game as part of Game Pass, you can't expect other platforms to do it for free as well because they don't have that deal. So you're going to get those kind of discrepancies. There ain't a lot you can do about that. But hey ho, the rushes go. If you've already played Republique, let us know what you thought of it. I really enjoyed it, actually. I have played it before on PlayStation. And then, of course, when it came to Stadia, I hadn't completed it on the PS. So I was hoping to give it a lot more effort when it came to Stadia. But you know the problem with all the Stadia Pro games, you get this big box of games, don't you? It's a bit like at Christmas. You open up your presents and then you like, oh, I can't wait to play with this one, but then there's this one over here that wants my attention and this one's shining as well. And you end up getting to the end of it feeling really full and maybe not. And then go back later. The amount of people, including me, that I've seen just recently, going back over the last couple of months of Stadia Pro games, and just got cleaning up, which is great, isn't it? There's so much stuff in the old backlog. This takes the total of number of free-to-play games on Stadia to 9. 9 games you can jump into and fully enjoy at zero cost. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye out for games that take that number to double figures, with Roller Champions imminent and X-Defiance somewhere on the horizon. We're sure it won't be long. Unfortunately, we will see one free game removed from the library in December, as Super Bomberman R Online closes its servers down for good, not just for Stadia. Yeah, that was a massive surprise, wasn't it? I thought, because it didn't launch that long ago, and I thought it was a really popular game. I know when it first came to Stadia, everybody was all over it. It kind of came in towards the end of the big Battle Royale wave, when everybody was throwing out a Battle Royale game, but really surprised that the developers decided to pull the servers, and the only reason you do that is because it's costing you more money than you're making. So yeah, that was a surprise and a shame as well. Shame to see that go, because an interesting and no less fun game to play. So Republique trailer, I'll play that quickly. I turn the volume off. I turn the volume off on these things because oftentimes, particularly in the trailers, they use music that's copyright, and you tend to get slammed for it after the show. So we can have a look at it anyway. The graphics are good. Excuse me. Bear in mind, it's a couple of years old now. And I think, although it came to Stadia in 2020, it had been around a little while before then. So, you know, not quite next gen, but certainly good enough. But as I said, it's a great little free to play, it is now, but a great little stealth game. And everything is kind of done by selecting icons and programming the system where you want to go and what you want to do when you get there. So, you know, you can play it quite well on a mobile device or a tablet. It doesn't have to be on your screen. Let's whiz it forward some gameplay. But it's got a nice little story to it as well. It's a sort of a post-apocalyptic, cyberpunkish type story. These are obviously all part and parcel cutscenes. There aren't too many of those in the game. And it's a sort of over-the-shoulder third-person player as well. Here we go. I was toying with the idea when I found out before we went live, because what I've been planning on doing is playing Black Flag from Far Cry Black Flag as the game after the news. And then when I found out this was being offered for free, I thought, actually, might fire that up. So let me know in the chat which you'd rather see, or indeed, if there's any other game that you'd like to see, that you'd prefer me to be playing. And we'll jump into that in a second, once we've got through the news. So let's whiz back to Stadia Dosage news page. There's always a load of data, because as you know, Jack is mad keen on data and keeping an eye on how many people are playing in what particular game, and sort of, as much data as he could possibly pull. Does the most amazing job as well. So it's always worth having a look at this stuff. But I prefer to let him explain it when they do their show, because that is what he does, and he does it well. That was, to be fair, that's the one big piece of news with Stadia 1000 today. We're then moving back into older news, which a lot of you guys may already be familiar with, and we'll probably end up covering off in any way on Stadia Rokk Show tomorrow. A quick catch up with the old chat. Let's have a look what we've got here. Liam says, I've not played Stadia for ages, but need to get back into playing it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the thing is now, we've just mentioned there are 9 free-to-play games, Liam. Of course, if you've got a Stadia Pro account, then you've got tons of games that you can claim. One piece of news, actually, which isn't new, but it was revealed a couple of days ago in the APK breakdown. I don't know if you guys, you probably heard the term APK, and you may or may know what it means. But basically, with all Android apps, you can actually break the code out and download the code for the game. So you could download an Android app to, for example, your PC, break open the main package, which is what the Android P package stands for. Once it's open, you can't mess about too much with the code, but you can look for what's called a text string, a line of text. And it's those lines of text that these guys look for that give clues. One of them was the promise of a new claim all games. So rather than have to go through each one and claim them, and what I tend to find is there might be one that they're not always necessarily in order as you work your way down the list, and then or one comes in a day later or something, and it's right down the bottom and you forget to claim it. So that's going to be cool. So you can always jump in, Liam, and claim those if you do have your Stadia Pro. Already Exists says he's talking about what's he saying? Sorry, Al Davis says, I claimed it on Pro on Stadia when it was in the lineup, and Already Exists says, really? Jumping into the App Store to grab it, thanks. So yeah, it was a Pro game. Either way, you can get it now for free. So you're all good on that front, are you? That was that. So the other major source, I used to have a brilliant source of Stadia news, by the way. And unfortunately, it hasn't been updated in a long time. I think the last time they updated it was 3 months. It was my little secret that nobody else but me knew of. And it used to just aggregate all the Stadia news from everywhere and pile it into one little website. But unfortunately, it looks like the developer's given up, which is a real shame. But of course, my good friends over at Stadia Source, another prime source of Stadia news. You'll always see my name in the corner. Just for those of you who may or may not know, and I'm not doing this for promotion, purely for definition, I have a software development company that also does websites and server hosting and so on, which is called Rokk. Yes, that's kind of where I got the name from. It goes back a bit more before that. Watch Purple Haze's interview that Perp did with me a couple months ago, when I go through the real explanation of where that name comes from. But I sponsor these guys. I give them hosting for the site. So that's why they very generously show my name up there. So we can see that these guys are covering off Republique as well. So probably the same trailer. And yep, same sort of thing. 9th free-to-play game on the library. No Stadia account needed. Skip sign up, just play. That's what I love. When they made the decision finally to not force you to enter your credit card details and all that stuff, just you've got to have a Google account, you're in, that's when it opened it up. And then When you couple that with the other big piece of news of the last few days, which isn't working for me yet, I don't think. We can check this out. Guilt video game. The other big piece of news was that they're slowly rolling out the ability to type in a game in a Google search and then have a button over here that you can literally play it. Fantastic for Stadia. You imagine all the games that are on Stadia, particularly the new ones that are coming up, like Avatar and X-Defiant, and these games that are going to be day and date on Stadia, and everyone's going to be searching. And just for info, where can I play this? Can I get a review on this game? All that kind of stuff. And they're going to get a big old button there that says, why don't you give it a go? You can play it here. And I'd like to think that over time, and I think I suggested this the other day on Stadia Rokk Show, we will see a trial version of every new game that comes to Stadia. So that will be amazing. So I can't see the button. It isn't happening for me yet, but that's fine because it's going to take a little while to make its way across the world, of course. So it's just tidy up the tabs, get rid of a few of these guys. And that's Ricardo there, content editor. Awesome stuff. Putting in this little bit of news on Stadia Source. I think everything else on Stadia Source is now a few days old, so we're pretty much done. We're fairly up to date. So the other piece of news that I've got, those are my two main Stadia news sources. If you guys are aware of any others that you use on a regular basis that kind of get some really good exclusives, let me know because I'd love to promote them on here and, of course, use their news. So, forwarded to me a little bit before the show by my very good friend John, we have a press release from EA, which I think is very interesting. EA Sports and Marvel Entertainment collaborate to bring iconic football heroes back to the pitch in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, blurring the lines of comic culture and football fandom with the legendary artists at Marvel. FIFA 23 Ultimate Team heroes will be illustrated and inspired by Marvel superheroes to celebrate awe-inspiring moments of their careers. Now, we'll read on. I'm not sure at this point whether this is going to be a micro transactional item within FIFA 23 or whether it's going to be day and date, part and parcel of what you get to do, or whether it's a future DLC. So let's just see if they say. Redwood, California. Today, Electronic Arts and Marvel Entertainment announced a collaboration to bring a new cast of FIFA Ultimate Team FUT heroes to the pitch in EA Sports FIFA 23. Reimagined and inspired by Marvel Comics, this collaboration between two of the world's largest entertainment brands will bring some of the game's fan favourites to the game and celebrate their larger-than-life cult hero status. So, recognising their memorable careers for club and country, each FIFA World Cup hero will receive a special illustrated FUT item at the launch of the World Cup game mode. It's lots of words there. The collaboration will include other vanity items related to the fan favourite heroes, which implies purchase. Being immortalised as Marvel-inspired heroes, including Typhos? I don't know much about the game. Kits, balls and more. Fans will also be able to get their hands on a forthcoming online Marvel Heroes comic book alongside Marvel written bios. I mean, it's bound to be a cost implication, surely. Marvel now is so vast that they're basically licensing themselves out. So I would be amazed if you didn't have to purchase this stuff, or maybe it's part and parcel of the the random card thing that they have going on in there. Don't know much about the claim, never played it. More info on both the in-game vanity items and the comic book availability will be made available closer to the holiday period. And we've got a pre-order thing. Players who pre-order Ultimate Edition by August 21 will also receive a limited time FIFA World Cup hero item. So there you go. That pretty much cements the fact that you ain't going to get access to it for free, but you will get one if you pre-order, so that's pretty cool. For 30 years, blah, 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 in July, blah, blah, blah. And it's available worldwide September 30th. Holt, how are you, my very good friend? Where is he gone? he's disappeared. Clear. There he is. He's back up again. There we go. My nephew will love this Marvel things. Yeah, well, they're not stupid, are they? It's what's interesting is to see how EA, I think, I mean, they're famous for their microtransactional stuff that isn't always doesn't always go down well with fans. But of course, the audience that plays FIFA is almost certainly the same audience that plays Fortnite, where it is how it works. And of course, their tie-ins with cartoon characters and films and so on is legendary. So I'm not massively surprised. Now, purists of the game, however, may say it's cheapening the game. I can absolutely see that argument. If you buy and play FIFA for the realism, for, you know, the kind of, you're playing with your team and you're playing against other teams and stuff, and all of a sudden you find yourself playing against, I don't know, Spider-Man or, you know, Thor or whatever, then did someone say Marvel, says Renaissance Man? Yes, my friend. Stuart, they are bringing Marvel characters to FIFA 23. And I'll be interested in your thoughts, Stu, because I can see how, on the one hand, that really appeals to the Fortnite generation. But on the other hand, I can see how football purists may feel that's cheapening the game. Interested to see what you think. Leave a chat, drop a thingy in the old comments, all that stuff. Be very interesting. So that, my friends, and we haven't done too badly, 35 minutes of news, that ain't bad on any old day, is where I think we will part company with the news, and we'll flick over to the games screen. Here we go, watch me clock. There we go, I'm back again. Look at that, hey? How good was that? Right, let's close that window down. So we are now going to be playing a little bit of a game. I won't be manually selecting chat from now on because, and I'm going to close that all down, because otherwise I've got to keep switching out the game and it pauses and it's painful. But you will see some chat down the left-hand side, right-hand side to you, left-hand side to me. So please do keep chit-chattering. Just wanted to find out from you guys, everybody happy with Black Flag, or would you like to actually see Republique played, as it's now been pushed away? Holt says, I don't mind Marvel characters, as I grew up with Football Gamer offering customizable players. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think most people are going to be pretty cool about it, but I can see a little bit of a purism where people are like, oh, come on, where's this going to end? You know, are we going to get characters from history, kings and queens of England? You know, where's it going to end? Anyway, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, if nobody has any negatives about that, then I'll just play it. But of course, we now have this amazing new feature which allows us to switch between, where are we? To switch between, why is that not working? To switch between games without losing the stream. Doesn't matter in this case because I'm not streaming from Stadia anyway, but we can do. So if you guys at any point want to switch across, we will. I haven't played Black Flag a huge amount, so I thought it'd be quite fun. I was watching my good friend Choco on Twitch, who was streaming this, and I thought, yes, I should pick this up again, which is what I'm about to do. So good old Assassin's Creed. I did say Far Cry earlier, sorry. I remember it came back to me and haunted me as I said it. Assassin's Creed and, you know, one of the big mainstays of our good friends. Oh, you can't hear me, can you? Yes, you can. That's all good. Can you hear the game, though? Let me know if you can't hear the game, guys, because I can, but I'm having a look at the... Let me get over here. At the game, and I'm not seeing audio, so let me change the properties of this. Beg your pudding. No, that's the camera, Rock. You don't want to be changing that one, well, fruit. Where are we? Add audio. It's all good, first show and all. Actually, I've done very well not to have made more hassly muck-ups. Audio output capture, here we go. And we're going to find... Let's have a look. Browser. That should do the jobby. Pop that one down there. There you go. Now you've got the audio. You should have it now, Renaissance Man, my good friend, and it should. I've already taken care of audio, but from here, from options, you see, did it there. So at the moment it's quiet, but let me know and I can pop it back again. Right, streaming and privacy. Players streaming the game will automatically share their friends list with their... Well, I don't think I will. I don't think that's going to happen. Welcome back, me. No game audio. Bingo, Holt. Yeah, mate, didn't take me long to fix it. Mr. Fix It. Right, 2%. There you go. Story mode. Let's do this. I am a bit of an old fan. Do you know, I never was. In fact, I think this came out 2013, and back in that time, I was certainly not a big old fan of Assassin's Creed. The whole stealth and everything. But since Origins and Odyssey, I became a huge fan, and now I am. Lukey, hello buddy, how are you, my friend? Thank you for popping in, it's good to see you, dude. And look, Streamlabs is offering to start a beautiful friendship with you, which I think is really cute. Now then, what's the mission? What are we got to be doing here? Progress tracker. That's him. It's a problem I have with all these games. You know, when you play so many games, you end up forgetting how to play. So, there's your map. Young dude, Edward. There he is. Oh, there's an exclamation mark. Main mission. Right, we'll head for the main mission. And my sugar. Sounds good. Where's it showing up over there? 128 meters. I'm opposite. Prefer the titles before Origin, says Holtz. Okay. Nothing wrong with that, my friend. I'm just going to adjust the width of that chat box so that it... There we go. Da-da. Sorry, you went over to the little welcome screen thing there. I won't bother to explain why, but it had a technical purpose. So I hope you guys have had a great day. It's good little bit of news there to start with, I think. As I've said, what I plan to do is to try and limit it to the actual news on the day, rather than review the whole news for days before, because firstly, that's kind of Stadia Rokk Show's role in life. And secondly, we'll end up on day 2 reviewing the same stuff. So if there's no news for the day, we'll just jump in and play. That's how I'm looking at it. Lukey, I've been working a bit later. Tonight, so I've been here listening while driving home in the van. Ah, awesome, my friend. Thank you for that. Hopefully you got some interesting little news snippets. How do I get out from there? But I used to really enjoy doing Rock Around the Clock. Back then, back when I did it back in 2020, there was nobody doing daily news. Not even sort of 3-4 times a week kind of news. The thing with Stadia is there's never tons of it. It's building up though, and I am absolutely convinced. Try to remember how you run with this thing without killing people. There we go. Yeah, I'm absolutely convinced that we are entering into quite a heightened phase with Stadia. And I don't think it's going to be long where we're going to see some more really good news. There are people in the community that have got their ears much closer to the ground than me, but I've got my ear to them. So as long as they tell me that it's okay to mention it, I will bring you that news. But there's some stuff that I've kind of been made aware of that I never disclose before it's ready to do that. It wouldn't be fair on them. And like any good sleuth, you never snitch on your sources, do you? Hopefully you can hear this okay. It's not too loud. It's the young ladies of the night. Right there, ladies? Right, here we are. Who's this dude?
Sorry about the swift exit. Bit of a misunderstanding.
One heaped upon another.
Oh, Jesus.
Got a slap.
I'm sorry, mate. This is my doing. I'm only trying to keep these Spanish eyes off me.
Oh, it's no bother. Regrettably, the Soldiers confiscated my sugar for annual dispatches.
Damn! And where've they gone?
Haven't the foggiest idea, I'm afraid. I suspect those chaps might, but my Spanish is wee mal dad, so I'd rather not ask.
Shit.
Well, there's no need for that this time of the day.
We'll recover my maps.
Apologies.
My
Apologies.
drawers. We'll see what happens.
Ah, there we go. Thank you, Stu. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Right, Eagle Vision. Yeah, well, I know I just did it. I did it a little while ago. Yeah, back. Yeah, good. Right, here we go.
Don't mind me tagging along, do you?
No.
Not if you keep quiet and stay out of sight.
Tell you what, though, if we have a little look around, we might see Boris Johnson on his holidays. He tends to be all over the place.
I fear they're onto us.
Hang back.
Little political satire there. Hang on, don't go that way, mate. They're after you.
To confuse them.
Whoops. Tail the guards. Let's get up here. Climb. What'd you climb? I've forgotten how you climb. Oh, smoke bomb. Whoops. Go on, up again. What? Oh, the later Assassin's Creeds. That's not fair. You can climb anything. There's a ladder. Oh no, now we've blown it. 7 seconds. 5. 4. Desynchronized. I haven't played it for a while. Liam, I doubt it, my friend. You're more likely to have some... Liam, sorry, is saying he's playing Stadia, getting some audio issues. You're more likely to be something to do with your network. My go-to never fails. What my technical director calls power cycling, and the rest of us call turn it off and on again. Go and turn your router off and on. That will sort you out. Also, don't forget, if you've got a bunch of guys sharing your Wi-Fi, that can cause issues as well. Trying to remember. We've got to follow them in yellow, I think, without getting caught.
Best idea you had today.
There we go. What kind of audio issues, out of interest? I did, having said that, over the last couple of days, I did get some microsecond dips in the audio. Very infrequently, but I want to qualify this before I go any further. That was also on Spotify, so no, I'm laying that at the firmly at the feet of my Wi-Fi, I think, or my wife, whichever. Whoops! Hurry up, dude. Whoop. L3 to use Eagle Vision to keep them in sight. There they are. Whoa, get out of the way! Don't let them see you. Are they coming this way? No, I think it's a different one. This was the kind of stuff, by the way, this stealth stuff, that kind of lost me interest in the original Assassin's Creeds. Oh, they're around this side of the building. I can't go past them. Can I run? Got to be careful not to attract attention. William did a great, Stadia Pro Gaming, did a great pro games tips on Black Flag, which got me interested in it again, actually. He always does that. Sound cutting out on a frequent basis, Liam, or is it infrequent? I would still go back to the old reboot your router, though. That seems to... I know somebody got in touch with me the other day via DM saying they just got new broadband and it wasn't working with Stadia. And then he came back and said, don't worry, just turn it off and on again and it's okay now. Cures all ills. When you do turn it off, leave it for at least 30 seconds just for all the power to drain away from the circuits. Up here, let's try this. Good old talk. Yeah, what did I desynchronize for? Yeah, reboot it first. That's your talk is, I think they use... Well, they all pretty much use BT in the UK, to be fair. Oh, I don't know, I'm bored with this game. I think we'll exit. I'm going to pull up Republique because it's in the news. And that's one of those games you kind of... There it is. Republique. Let's bring it up so you can get a little feel of Republique. And... I assume it's a French developer, or a French-Canadian, of course. Must be careful never to make that mistake. And it's a cracking little game. I think. Only thing I can't remember is how far into it I got with Stadia. Because, of course, as I've said, you go away, you come back, and then you forget how to play it. But it's too late because you've done all the tutorials hours ago. Uses cameras, you know, in Watch Dogs, not, where you hijack a camera and then you can kind of look around corners and stuff and then skip to another camera and look around. It does a similar kind of thing. There we go, settings and play. So we'll go straight into the play. There we are. 2.6%, ironically about the same level of completion as we had on Black Flag. Let's go back and do it anyway. We could do a new game, but no, it's okay. We'll have a little looky. Here we are. So we are a camera, as you can see. We have something in our inventory called P0. Resume connection, view controls. There we go. It's showing me mouse, but I'm using controller. Probably, here we go. Oh, I love it when they show the Stadia controller in these games. Use the weapon as X. R1 is open omni view. R2 is run. Y is map, crouch, action. Camera is R3 and place mine. Doopy-doo. Let's resume. So, R1, there we are. R3, the battery's down on that door by the looks. That's obviously us hiding there. Another camera. So you get the gist. It's, see if I can get out of this. There we go. Essentially, you need to kind of plan your route using cameras. That's her there with that door going, opening and closing. I can't remember for the life of me what it was that we were trying to do. I've got a feeling it was some paper there, which we may need to pick up. I can hear footprints or footsteps. You very rarely hear footprints. Pressing a few buttons. Oh yeah, that's a zoom. So D-pad is zoom in and zoom out. Okay, so there's that paperwork. Left and right doesn't do anything, and neither does that one. X was pick up a weapon. Okay, here we go. So here is a map. 2F, different floors. Obviously that's our player, our character. So we need a lock to get into that room. We can access these two, I assume, rooms 1 and 5. That one's locked as well, and I'm not sure about that one over there that has that sort of, I don't know, periscope. Okay, let's see what else. Buttons. That one, nope, that's your assistant, mate. You don't get that happening. Okay. Trying to remember how we just get her to move anywhere. I don't think it's a case of clicking. R3. Omni version required. Expand. Oh, here we go. Data, find hope. What's data then? Total playtime 46 minutes. Honestly, I played it a lot more on PlayStation. Episode 1 completion 12%. So we've still got quite a bit to do there. Oh, we're hope. There we go. That's good. I'm just trying to remember how we get her to do anything. Inventory. Ah, yes. There she is. And banned books. These are things you collect, I guess, as you play the game. Floppy disks. And map we've seen already, so that's that one. Cool. Now, how do we get her to go anywhere. I'm fairly certain it's not a case of just looking. See, I don't think you ever have the character perspective. From memory... That's interesting. Well, we went up the stairs then. From memory, you control the character with the cameras. I just can't for the life of me remember how. Right, view controls. It could be, Liam. What's your speed? Audio's usually not a problem, to be fair, because it's the kind of the lightest of data exchange. Select pickpocket, select pepper spray. Oh yeah, sorry. Left, right, cycle weapons. Rock says, Stu, do you think we get an update to the TV experience of Stadia? Oh, mate, I hope so. I've been asking for it since, well, I don't know, a couple of months after it launched. I mean, the problem you can understand when they were doing all of the user experience development design, and there was 5 games, it was never an issue. Quick scroll, 5 games, awesome. But now, if you're a Stadia Pro game subscriber, you've got to go through 50 odd games, let alone the ones that you've got on your free to play list or the ones that you've purchased, and it's nasty. I really hope so. But I have to say, at this point in time, I've not heard anything to the affirmative. But yeah, I agree. It's not cool, is it? It really isn't, and I can't see how it can be that difficult to mod it. But yeah, that's one of the they seem to be putting most of their work right now into the browser experience. 70 download, 20 upload. 70 should be okay. I mean, you're going to suffer if you've got other people on your network, Liam. That's going to be a problem. But to be fair, 35, 40. I struggled. It largely depends on contention, my friend. It doesn't even need to be the same people in your household. It could be down the street. If there's a ton of people all using the same network down your road, unless you've got a kind of uncontended, which 90% of people don't have bandwidth, then if it's that time of the night when everybody switches on the old internet, check their Facebook and stuff, that could hurt. But yeah, it's more likely to be your end than Stadia. To be fair, mate, it's unlikely to be. If there was an issue with Stadia, everybody would be, certainly within the UK, I would hazard a guess, because we'd be taking it from the same servers. Yeah, I think it is, mate. I think it's your Wi-Fi, sadly. So anyway, what I'm trying to find here, we've got action button. Move is L3. Apparently. Oh, look. That's okay. Move is L3. Ah, yes. Woohoo! Perseverance. Right, but before we do move her, she does crouch. What is she? How was the crouch thing again? What's the controls for crouch? Crouch is B. Yeah, because there she goes. Because it's all about the stealth. Now, at the moment, there's nobody running around in here, so we're all good. Let's go to here. Yeah, so that's the thing. You've kind of got this multi-camera movement thing. Let's see if she looks like she wants to pick up that paper. I think A was the action. It's not suggesting that it needs to... Oh, pickpocket. How do we get pickpocket going on then? Was it... Oh, it was pressing one of these, and then it was expand. No, pickpocket. It's not that. Let's take that out. Oh, scan. Aha!
Okay. How does it sound? Dear Mr. Derringer, after mentioning this to you in passing, I wanted to send you this letter reminding you of my sincere desire for advancement. I believe I have a lot to offer, and in my current position, I will not be able to demonstrate my true potential. Plus, it's boring. Whenever you have time, I would love the opportunity to discuss my moving to the day shift at greater length. Sincerely, yada yada yada. How's that?
Lovely acting. you know, a mark of a good game for me is the quality of the voice acting, and that was pretty cool. So we probably picked a clue up there, and come on, we can't go in here without Omni. Omni is I think it's like a key, basically like a digital key, and we've got to pick up the next version to get into these. Let's have a look at that map again. Map. Oh, P0. Forget what that is. That's like a health thing, I think. Pickpocket. P0. Don't know. No, it's going to read it again, isn't it? It's exit there. So let's go and... We've got to find stuff before we get found. We get found, we've had it. Hide.
I hope they can't see me here.
Well, I don't think there's anyone to see you, Hope. So let's go over here. We can zoom in as well, don't forget. There we go. What I want to do is try these doors. Oh, no, that's... Is that the one, or is that a new area? No, it's a new area. Well, we got through the area. Oh, well. At least we've worked out what the various controls do. Okay.
Nothing going.
Oh no, there's a dude. So this is where you don't want to be pressing L3. Let's get over here and hide. Hide.
I hope they can't see me here.
Okay, but now we can use the camera to check out the area. So that's... Oh look, there's a little thing. Severe, high, elevated, guarded, security. Pretzel? Was his name Pretzel? He's a talking confection. Is there another camera anywhere? Doesn't look like it. So he's come out anyway. Now, if we're quick, got to be careful here because we don't know where he... Oh, shoot, he's back. So here you go. Number one, you have to work out his timing.
Clear.
He's going to be disappearing every so many seconds, isn't he? Go on, mate, off you go. There he goes. Right, now then. As he toddles away, crouch. There he is. He's doing a circuit by the look. Where do we want to go, though?
Over there.
What? Has he seen us?
Away now.
What? Oh no. Oh.
Lost track of the girl.
Yes. He's going to come this way. You don't want to come in here. Get around here. Well, they know we're out and about anyway, so that's fine. That's red. The other one was blue, wasn't it? So I'm assuming we could go in that lift. I'd really like to look inside his booth. There's got to be something in there that's worth us taking. I don't know if he can see us or not, though. See if we can sneak. Get around there. Whew. I want the camera to look over there so I can see if there's anything. Yes, that's where we need to go. Oh, there's a camera up there. Oh, look. Eavesdrop. Scan. Let's get the heck out of that. We'll have a look at it later. Eavesdrop on the phone.
Prizrak, I just received an alarming message that 933W was seen leaving the library.
Right, that's us. Okay, that's all we're going to get there. Let's break out from that. He's on the move again. I did see... Whoa! There was something just here. Did you see it earlier? If we just quickly flick into that mode and scan. Ah, excellent. We've acquired it, whatever it is. Right, let's wait for him to do his little walk. And then we'll take this lift. She's doing all right down there. It's good, isn't it? I mean, this is going to be free to play now. It's literally free. Where is she? Come on, in you go. Great, we made it. How do we press this thing? Action, scan, unlocked. Alright, we've locked it. Oh, it's a room, it's not a lift. Okay. Let's, whoops. That's a little disconcerting when you suddenly find yourself from a whole other angle. Let's go in here. And hope there's nobody in there. Oh, look, there's a goldfish. Bless him. His tiny little bowl. How unhealthy. Here's something to look at. Pick up.
Yours is mine.
What do we
The
get?
girl has found one of the banned books. The overseer has banned many books inside of Metamorphosis. As the poor librarian upstairs once said, it is better to ban a book than to burn it. Talk about taking lemons and making lemonade. I wonder if there are more books like this one lying around.
The battery. What battery of mine is running out? It's not my controller. Liam, well, we certainly are getting more AAA titles. And don't forget, there haven't actually been that many released recently, because a lot of them were delayed because of COVID. So you'll be surprised to learn that apart from PlayStation or Xbox exclusives, we're actually going to get a fair amount of them. So yeah, coming up. More so towards the autumn, the fall, and the holidays, Christmas. Because, of course, that's when people have got a bit more money. They're indoors, they want to play games. They're not going to release them in the summer. I can't hear anybody. There's a camera up there. Let's go with that one. Another camera there. Let's go for that one. That's the door we came in on. Another one here. So you see the gist. You kind of make your way round to work out your pathway. We successfully managed to avoid getting... oh, there's a door here. We can have a look in that one. So let's come out from there. Get her. That's some footsteps down here. So we have to watch out when we go there. Where is she? There she is. Let's get that camera. And get her out. Okay. Come on then, dude. What are you waiting for? Oh, I've got to come out of this, sorry. My bad. So I'll get her to go into this room. What? Don't switch the flipping camera. You can do things with them. Here you go. I forgot this. Oh look, his passport. A bit like Cyberpunk, isn't it? Where you can... So I don't know that we can take his passport, just showing that that's what he's got. I love Phoenix Rising, Liam. I completed the main campaign, and then I've been working, although I haven't for a while, on the DLCs, but it's such a cool game. It reminds me of Genshin Impact as well, very similar. Both of them came out roughly the same time, so it's not that they copied each other, they both just kind of copied Breath of the Wild. That was the influence for both of those games. So what do we do with this dude? There is some paperwork I spotted. Let's get that camera back up. Whoops, wrong camera. Just there, there's a book. But it's probably one of those missing books. He's fascinated by that butterfly. I think we get out of here because that may or may not be important, but we're not going to lure him out. Let's get a ways down here. Careful. It's a bit like Hitman, but without the hits. Right. Careful, careful. The other guy's moving now as well, I think. So if we're quick... He didn't see us. Let's get behind here. Oh, keep going. Stop. Stop. Let's see what we got. I can't remember. There was a way to distract them, and I can't remember how it is. His passport as well. That one is unlocked. There's a camera in there. Let's see if there's anything that we need to pick up. Ah, broken thing. Broken vase, or a vase, as you guys and we call it. FIFA this afternoon. There you go, Stu. Did you get the option? Did you pre-order the one with the Marvel characters? Is that even available yet? Question. And yes, I'd be interested. I'm still interested in your thoughts on that one. There's also that little bookie down there, but the camera doesn't stretch down there, so I can't scan it. Lewis. And let's go back to that camera. Careful now. So there, that door is open for us. Let's wait for him to go in here. There he goes. Go on, dude. Right. Make our break for it. There we go. Obviously there's a guy up there. Watch him, see what he does. So hope he doesn't come down here. Flip. Flip. There's nowhere to hide. You can only imagine how complicated the movements, the kind of character set paths get. You know, because you could be in a situation where this guy's coming to this way, the guy in the previous room is going backwards and forwards, and you've got to get the timing right with him and this one. It's the truth. Right, he's down and doing his thing. Oh, flip. No. It's when it shoves that freaking camera. I think I heard something. You completely lose your orientation. Whoa. What? No. 2. I'm trying to use my thing. Ah. Nice. Yes, we got him. That's what I was trying to find. Go, girl. Dee. No, I mean, like, literally go. Don't stop for dinner. Get up. Get on up. Oh, that was skillfully, luckily skillfully done. Where else can she go? That's locked. Rats. Actually, we ought to try, because we may have the ability to... where are we? There might be an option to stop it doing that. I just can't remember. I think you've got to go back to the main menu and stuff. It's painful. So what's this? A freezer? Yeah, cold room. Oh, this looks good. Let's see if we can lock that door. There we go. That's locked him out for a while. Damn door's stuck. What else we got here? Omni. Yes. Oh no, we need Omni version 2 to unlock it. What's this sell data thing?
Welcome to my domain.
Oh wow. Sell it.
What are you buying?
I don't know. What you got for sale, mate? What am I buying? I don't know. Well, I guess it depends what these things are. What's this? Prediction. 600 things. How many have we got? 325. We ain't buying that then, are we? We ain't buying that one either. This one we can. No. What about that one? Scan email. No, can't buy any of these.
Sorry to see you go.
Well, you know, I haven't got any dosh. What goes on in here then? Come on, in you come. Oh,
this is a battery
recharging
charging station. Certain Omni abilities will...
Yeah, we need to use that. That's why our battery's dead. Get out of it. It's also, I believe, a save point. Oh, these cameras, man. There we go. Oops. Should pop a thing in.
Good idea.
Charges it up.
Getting low.
And I think it's a save point as well. Right, let's find another camera. X. And that's that camera. We've used that camera. I wanted to try that. See if this door is a door. Search.
pepper spray.
Ah, pepper spray.
Red level normalizing.
See, they know we're in here. Until he says, oh, I've given up and I'm walking away. Can we go to cameras outside? Yeah, there's outside. Unlocked. Well, he's not here. We're good to move, I think. Oh, here he comes. So I'm happy to scan around in here. That's not an issue. Oh, there's two of them in here, look. Eek. It's just I don't want to change the camera angle until I'm ready to change the camera angle. You might probably get used to it after a fashion. So we've locked that door, but he ain't going nowhere, is he? Go on, get out of it, dude. Be on your way. My gal needs to exit. So basically all your actions and stuff, apart from physical stuff like pepper spraying, you have to press R1 and that brings up this thing.
If the girl needs to circumvent a room full of Prizrak, the vents are a good way to travel.
Ooh, nicely learned. So where is the girl? Where is the vent? Where's this vent that I can circumnavigate? Circumnavigate? Let's get that camera going there. See if we can see. See, that says maybe, but it's not giving us an option. If the girl needs. So he's just giving us some clues, is he? What's the deal there? Oh, what if we crouch? Is that a grate or a vent? No, I don't think anything there qualifies, and we can't see it anyway, even though I'm bending around here. What a fool am I? Right, so make sure the sound's down on my phone. There we go. Right. Okay. I'm going to have to unlock this door. And just take my chances, because there's no... I could pepper spray him, to be fair, but there's two of them in there. So what would be better would be to sneak away from him like this. Now then,
Clear.
let's can't take that one. He's just got a passport. That one's unlocked. Oh, we could lock him in. Ah, nice. Job done on him. Right, well, no matter what he does, he ain't doing nothing. So, let's get her around. Wait for him to turn around.
The door's been locked. I need assistance.
Never mind, dude. Right. New camera. So his mate's over there helping him. There's that vent that we were given as a clue. But there's a door here as well. The question mark is where that vent goes. Is it worth us bothering with? Let's have a little crawl. Oh no, it's back in here. Get the heck out. Wow, that could have been disastrous. This door. There we go. We're doing okay. Where are we on the whole map of the world thing? Trying to remember how we get the map up. Here we go. Expand. We've got something in the inventory, which is a banned book. Map. Zoom out. See, we've sort of come away from whatever that is. I'm assuming that's where we need to be. We're headed really in this direction, and if we go through this door, we're going to just be coming this way, which isn't really where we want to be. Don't think. Camera. Okay, Y is the map. That'll save me time. What's this thing?
No sign of the girl.
Let's get her over here and find the camera. Which way is she pointing? I think we need to go up here. Damn you, changing angles every 2 seconds. I think there's somebody in the room. Oh, that's us.
The door.
Ah,
How are you out of your cage?
a bit of story.
I gave you a stay of execution, and this is how you repay me.
Maria's coming.
Well, those flickering embers of clemency have gone cold.
There must be another way out of here.
That file is dead, and so help me, so are you when I get down there.
There must be something you could do.
Oh, that's cool, you can still use the camera. Before we can look to the future, we must look to the one who will lead us there. Okay, there's cameras all over the shop here. Time to scan. Oh, there's a switch.
The monopolist unifies different industries under the banner of righteous service.
Some kind of a
Promotes
puzzle.
the common good. The civil engineer takes what is true, regardless of source, and puts it to use for safety and comfort. The lustful poet's vulgar winds blow down the walls of our house, exploding beauty into decadence.
Before we can look to the future.
Yeah, we got that one. So what are we supposed to do with those pictures then? Oh, there's some more here.
The neighborly policeman gives the children time to settle down, maintaining law and order with rare discipline. Wisely, the politician shows that serving the people is the path of sane obedience.
Well, I assume something's
The
happening.
slothful union man spends more time relaxing beneath
Hey, Michael,
the
how are
shade
you, buddy? Thanks
than
for popping
sweating
in.
atop the scaffold.
So I think we've unlocked all of those, whatever their job was in life. Let's go back into this mode. We've scanned. Oh, there's another switch.
The mad inventor covets his results and denies
No,
him.
not that one. This one.
The overseer secures the bonds between us all. Only let him serve, and
So that said the overseer. Oh, it changed the message as well, didn't it? Or not? No. We must look to. So which one of these was the overseer?
you will be served in return.
That was a poet, I remember that one. Dan Droid, happy 1000th day to you too, my good friend. Hope you're well, buddy. Keeping well. Thundery, we had thunderstorms today. Was he the overseer?
The wrathful soldier's boots clamp across the street. Blood dries on his baton and soles.
Are they switching over?
The
They
gluttonous
flipping.
baby kisser stuffs
They
herself
are.
with ballots until she's purged from office and once more desperate.
So they all need to be looking the same way by the look. Question is, here we go. They've got to be looking towards this dude.
The civil engineer takes what is true, regardless of source, and puts it to use for...
Just a
The
guess.
state artist seeks only to educate her neighbors
Right.
against the ordinary, exposing the beauty...
These are all looking the wrong way here, so let's... Whoops.
The neighborly policeman gives the children time to settle down, maintaining law and order...
And then this one.
Wisely, the politician shows that serving the people is the path of
Oh, really? Yeah, mate. We've had blue skies now. We've had downpours today. We've had thunder, light. Oh, I don't think we had lightning. Thunder, lightning, very, very frightening me, Galileo.
The working class heroes
We did it.
keep their heads down,
Yes, look at
and their
that.
minds on
Solved the
tasks
puzzle.
that edify and advance the human race.
Awesome.
Okay, let's get out of here before she shows up.
Yes. Job's a good one. Wow. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. So this is the other side, and there are folk. What have we got in here then?
Yes, madame. What you say?
You can open this, can't you?
No, need L1. We haven't got it. Sell data. We know we can't sell data. We can't open that one yet either. That's annoying. There's another camera. Let's have a look from the other angle, and that's where we came in. So we can't go that way, but we can go this way. L2, R2, level up. Boom! It's good, isn't it? I mean, we've got some progression going on here. You just have to kind of plan what you need to do to get through a level. ROM 0K, refreshing local daemon, looking for update permission. I saw you. Oh yes, we've now got Omni version 1, so we can go through some of these doors. Awesome. Can we scan that one? That's a missing book, I think.
I'll be taking this.
Right. Where are we? With 4 more minutes, and then I'll be going off for my dinner, leaving you guys to your day. I think I've crashed.
Done.
Oh, thank you. I think I've crashed both in Lead and MM2K.
You are one cool customer. Now you have the Omni software update needed to access the library door. I have set a new waypoint to lead you back to the atrium. Before going back to the atrium, I recommend unlocking a few Omni abilities at this terminal.
Which terminal? This one, presumably. Presumably. Oh no, not that one. The Y camera. Ooh. Acquired. Cash. And a badge. Right, they're all acquired. Where is she? Well, there's a vent there. She's in here still. Here we go. Oh, he's on about sell data. We can't. We haven't got enough things. Oh, we'll try.
Welcome to my domain.
Pyramid pin vault, money and passports. Yeah, but actually, it might give us enough. Might give us enough.
See anything you like.
Very ominous voice, isn't he?
Monitor Ragnarok patrol routes.
Oh, we've only got 525. I don't think we've got much more than we had before.
Lure Ragnarok away from the trolls. Listen in on voicemail messages.
We've already got that one.
Read email exchanges.
Well, we can buy that one, but it's a bit boring, isn't it? What do you reckon? We'd have to go up to a terminal and all sorts of stuff. It's probably the most important one in the game. What happened? What happened? Can't open that one. And we can unlock that one. We're off.
It's over. You're a rat in a cage.
A screwdriver.
Always handy. Gonna go through the vent, I think. Let's get this camera. Let's try. Get her to go over here. Yes.
Oh, the screwdriver broke.
Woohoo! Doesn't matter, we only needed it the once. Oh. Keep going. Don't stop till you get enough. Right. Do we have to go behind us? Let's get behind here either way. Oh, we've been here, haven't we? We've done this. Been here, done this. Don't think there was anything that we couldn't... No, we needed to unlock. Oh, there was the grid thing, wasn't there? But we didn't have a screwdriver then. And we don't have one now because it broke.
Sounds good.
What does? Actually, I wonder if we can charge... Because that's like a save point. No, it's fully charged. Let's get our camera outside. Outside camera, mate. Okay. Just want to see where that goon was. Can't go through there. That one's unlocked. Awesome. Right, well, that's me done, I think, fellas. Fellas and fellaresses. It's a good little game. Just to recap, it's in the news today as now being free to play for everybody. You don't have to have it as a Claim Pro game anymore. You can literally go and play it at your heart's content. Also, they've got a indie game sale on, 75% off, which is pretty good. What else they got going on here? So FIFA 23 Ultimate Edition. I don't know, was it Deluxe Edition they were talking about, the Marvel things? It's not mentioned here yet, is it? Trials and Tribulations, Pro Games, Pre-orders, all games, free-to-plays. Here we go. So let's have a look at these. Creator, yeah. Destiny 2, of course. Hitman Starter Pack, which is more like a trial, really. 9 to 5, the game starring Dolly Parton, interestingly enough. Outcasters. Let's see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2/3 of these puppies were pro games. Outcasters PUBG, Republique, new today. Super Animal Royale. Awesome. Actually, I've never played that. I must give that a go. And then the poor old Super Bomberman R Online, which is literally in its death throes. But quick look at the old Stadia sale. Obviously, a load of these pro games are claimed already, but we've got 70% off Adventure Time, Pirates of the Enchiridion, Blaze of the Monster Machines from our good friends, Outright Games. I can only really give you the price on the ones I haven't already got. Gigantosaurus, there's a trial for that one as well. It's a pretty good game. It's another Outright Games effort, and $9.99 instead of its original £25. Ice Age, another Outright game. These are actually really good games. My Friend Peppa Pig, who doesn't love a bit of pep? And you can pay $20.99, or you can give it a 30-minute trial, which is cool. Serious Sam 4, that's quite a good game. It was a bit, I played it the other day, it was a little bit buggy. 15 pines, half price. I own Serious Sam, bought that one as you can see. Spiritfarer, Farewell Edition, $7.91, 67% off. It's all good. Jackbox Party Pack 6. Bearing in mind, there's a separate channel on Amazon Luna for all of these Jackbox things that you've got to pay a monthly sub for. So it's really cool to see the prices drop. 45% down, £16.50. Great fun if there's a bunch of you. You use your phone with a little app on your phone to answer all the questions and stuff, so you don't all need a controller or anything. Time on Frog Island is in the old sale. I have no idea at what price, but if you've not claimed it, if you don't have a pro, that's an amazing game. Troll Hunters at $7.50, and then a ton more, which are worth exploring. So there you go, folks. Let me take us back here to the welcome screen. Thank you so much for joining for this episode 1 of Rock Around the Clock. So tomorrow will be the Stadia Rokk Show. Do join in, because I think there might be some interesting news. Plus, I will be organising a giveaway. So it's worth turning up. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be back doing Rock Around the Clock. As we've said at the outset, some news. We did okay today. We got about 40 minutes of news in, and we managed to squeeze an hour's worth of gaming in. Some days it's going to be all game if there's no news. Other days there may be loads of news and we decide to get into the game. It's that kind of a show. But either way, you're all very welcome. It's great to see you. So thank you very much indeed. I will see you tomorrow. Same channel with hopefully Ray's back. I need to find out how he's feeling. John and William. So join us for that Stadia Rokk Show. In the meantime, have a fantastic day. Enjoy Stadia, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Boop, boop.